Oh, what's up, guys? Kadir today with an Azir game. Um, Azir, you're gonna notice I have a skin for somebody. Normally, you don't see that, which is very surprising. I got some birthday money. It was my birthday the other day, so yeah, I picked up myself up a few skins for people I liked. But so yeah, that was the first and foremost reason of why I was playing Azir this game. Second reason is I really do like Azir as a champion. He is a champion that has unique interactions in the game and is quite strong. There was a He's always kind of been meta. There was a small time where he wasn't really played, but he was still good. Nothing really changed about him. Um, when he wasn't being played. It's just no one felt like playing him. Um, so yeah, one of Azir's strengths, which you're gonna see as you watch, is the fact that he can poke down enemies rather easily and pretty safely. You're gonna notice I'm just gonna be poking down Fizz for the majority of this laning phase. Um, well, I fail to get CS half the time, but I'm starting to zone them off of a CS with my soldiers, and yeah, that's kind of what I feel like you should be doing especially against melee matchups. You can heavily outrange them and just be a nuisance to them, especially when you add Thunderlords onto Azir. Because Thunderlords is so easy for Azir to proc, that it's just super easy in general. So right now, Fizz has like no health, and there's gonna be no way in hell I'm gonna be able to kill him here. Um, However, my jungler Nidalee is gonna. This is a 5-man, by the way. This is being played last night. So I'm telling him like, hey, one spear is all you need to kill him. All you need to do is get one spear down. So he's trying to figure out the best way how to do it right now, and Fizz walks right into it, and he gets first blood. So bravo on him because he does not normally play Nidalee. So good job for him. That was pretty good spear. So that pretty much started that right there. Started giving me a huge lead on Azir. Um, I got to go back and get my Stinger for my Nashor's Tooth, and Fizz ended up getting a Negatron Cloak. So he's got some resistances, but he doesn't really have damage. While I have attack speed and whatnot. What you're gonna see here in the very first fight that we take, that me and Fizz take, you're gonna see me die because I forget one important thing. But so Fizz, whenever he goes to kills me, it's gonna be a joint effort. So right here, I missed an auto onto him. Issue number one. Issue number two was I'm not kiting and moving at the same time. And then issue number three, I had heal and didn't use it. So there were several things I could have done to prevent my death in there, but didn't happen. Bot lane's doing good. They're 1-0, so they're doing pretty good. But at least it's chill. At least it's kind of camping them, which is good, because it's allowing our Fiora to yeah, I forgot. It's allowing our Fiora to just kind of get to her late game status, and bot lane gets a double kill, which is pretty funny. Right here, Fizz burns his flash to get me, but we get him anyways. He was gonna die from turret, so I die, but he's dying too. So Fizz right now is kind of on even ground with me. But not really. He's dying whenever he tries to go in on me. So yeah, he's not really doing all that great. So I get a great ult off to get both Elise and Blitzcrank back in for a kill for my team. And with that, we're gonna steal a dragon. Yeah, so that's pretty good. One of the things that I don't really know how to do, when to use on Azir is his turret, his passive. And you're gonna notice that I don't even use it this game, I think. Because there's just never a good opportunity to use it. In my opinion, especially if the game's balanced, then there's more opportunities for me to use it. But when the game's snowballing out of control, there never seems to be any opportunities to use it. So I find Elise. I'm gonna try to poke her down a little bit, but then they're gonna try and get on me. But Fizz is gonna miss his ult completely in an attempt to try and kill me. So I'm happy about that. And then Elise misses her cocoon. So I'm like, okay, they've got Fizz has no ult. You know, Elise has no stun. Let's see if we can make a play. And they back off. So no play for me. And then Alistar gets caught out and dies. So a little unfortunate there, but nothing that we can't deal with being ahead. Especially since we're ahead in towers and whatnot. I'm not gonna get this buff from my jungler because they can't time red buff from stealing it, which I mean is a common occurrence at this rate. So Cannon comes in. I ult them off of my ADC. He dies anyways, but Fizz did flash for it and ignite. And I still have both of my summoners up. But so we get Blitzcrank, which is good, and they're really low, but so are we. So we have to be careful. Yeah. Especially since I don't have any mana. So we're just holding out real quick until everyone kind of gets back up. But we want to siege this mid tower right now because it doesn't really have all that much health. And I probably could have sieged it right then and there, except I wanted to go back to make sure I wasn't in a bad position. If somebody did happen to show up while I was doing it, because Fizz would have shown back up before, or at least right after the tower was taken down, and that would not have been the best thing for me. So I got my Nashor's Tooth complete. I got my Stork Boots complete. The second item after boots I like to build on Azir is Ryla's for the most part, because I like the extra slow that it has on it. I know people will sometimes build other things. I could have built an Abyssal Scepter this game, but I decided that I didn't want to do that, and I just wanted the Rylas for the slow because we were ahead. One of the best things about Azir is that he's a mage that can take down turrets really fast. You saw right there how fast I was able to take down that inner mid turret, and that went down super fast. So Graves gets caught out here, but our whole team is here. I get a nice ult off, get the kill on Fizz, or the team does, and Fiora, we're crushing them at this point, and we're just snowballing the hell out of this. And it's partially because we have champs that just do really well when we snowball. Nidalee has really good damage. Azir, really good damage and can make plays. Fiora, damage. Graves, damage. And then we have an Alistar to set up plays for us. So yeah. I was going to help Nidalee here with Fizz, but but the rest of their team pretty much popped up, and I decided, better not. So I'm staying here because I know that they're here. And I believe I do get a nice ult off. So right now, I know that I can get a good ult off. But it's the fact that there's not really damage to clean it up. I get Caitlyn though. I had a flash and heal to get Caitlyn. But the issue was that I did not have any mana left over. So fortunately, Alistar had his ignite, which got us the kill, and I get enough mana for a WQ, which is gonna secure me the kill. And then we're gonna chase Elise. And after burning a few more summoners, get her. So this is pretty much the game at this point. We're snowballing out of control. Our Fiora is unstoppable. Everyone on our team is pretty much unstoppable, and our team fight is just so much better than theirs. Yeah. Alistar kind of took a bit too many tower hits. But we're kind of like we can win this, but I don't quite remember what happened. Something bad happens. I don't remember if it was now or later. It must have been now. Yeah, I get too far in an attempt on here, and Fizz gets back up to kill me. And we get Fizz though, but I die, which is unfortunate for me. So I got my Rylas. I get everything I need. Our Fiora's building tank is an unstoppable. Graves has damage. Nidalee has damage. And then Alistar is just a big ass tank. While on their team, Fizz is not necessarily building damage dealing items. He's building a bit more defensively. Caitlyn has a Phantom Dancer, which is not what you want on Caitlyn. And Blitz is going AP. And Elise is going Cinderhulk, which is understandable, but really on Elise, I feel like you need a Rylas for the slow, and she doesn't have that yet, so I really didn't know what she was doing, and yeah, but a lot of things wrong with their team. Fizz tries to go in on the tank Fiora, doesn't really get anything for it. We kill Kennen, and we're just stomping on everybody at this point. You can see the stats down below. We're out of control. And that's going to be game, because Azir can take down turrets really fast, and at insult to injury, we take down another person. And then we all die at the end, aside from a select few. But, hey, we did it. So, yeah, that's Azir. I can't believe I didn't put a single turret down, though. But that's one of the things with Azir that I struggle with, is finding a good turret placement. Because a lot of times when we're winning, it just feels like, oh, we're winning. If I put down the turret, wherever I put down the turret, we're just going to stroll on past it anyway, so. Yeah, that was Azir, so. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Don't like and subscribe if you did. And see you in the next one. Thanks.